Only on 12 News, the I-Team uncovers new records about a foster care group home at the center of a murder investigation. It's been more than 2 months since a foster teen in state custody was shot and killed inside the group home.
And several former employees and residents are raising serious concerns about this group home that's run by a company called North Star. Now the I-Team's Bianca Bono finds state records back up those employees' complaints and raise another question. Why didn't the state do more?
I've been saying something for a long time.
I put the same blame on DCS as I would put on North Star.
Former employee after former employee.
There's a lot of kids there with not a lot of oversight.
Frustrated, telling the 12 News I-Team foster home provider North Star Independent Living Services and the state's Department of Child Safety ignored the red flags they were waving about safety concerns for years.
These are young kids' lives who are affected because someone's not doing their job.
In September at North Star's Mountain View group home near 19th Avenue in Peoria, police say a teenage resident brought a gun into the facility and shot and killed another teen. That location is licensed to house up to 46 residents, and former employees say the shooting could have been prevented if the state took their complaints seriously. The I-Team obtaining just some of the damning complaints DCS received about North Star's homes. In July of 2021, the state discovered decrepit living conditions. Foster kids living in grimy rooms with broken furniture and doors, holes in the wall, and sheets missing from beds. The following month, an incident near North Star's Prescott facility triggered a letter of violation. The fire department there encountered a resident who was inebriated to the point where they were almost unconscious. And according to the complaint, North Star staff failed to comply with the subsequent DCS investigation.
Staff usually quits immediately as soon as they come on site and they see what they're dealing with.
In a statement sent to 12 News in September, a North Star spokesperson said, quote, "Our facilities are and have been compliant with all staffing ratios as set by DCS," adding, "It is completely false to say we are understaffed." Yet in May of this year, DCS found North Star staffing ratios were too low, violating state policy.
There were so many signs.
In September of this year, shortly after the teen was killed, DCS issued a letter of concern, confirming kids living there were using drugs on campus, storing weapons in their rooms, and even finding that one teen overdosed twice in 1 week. When reached for comment regarding these complaints, a spokesperson for North Star telling 12 News, "North Star is compliant with all state and DCS regulations, and we are committed to continuing to work with DCS, law enforcement, and the community to resolve any areas of concern." According to records provided to 12 News, none of these incidents resulted in North Star having its license suspended or revoked.
They've closed places down for sexual abuse of a minor because, it's like, but they're not going to close a place down for someone who dies?
In an emergency meeting with a legislative committee after that shooting happened, DCS Director Mike Faust said closing North Star is not off the table, but they're committed to working to resolve any areas of concern. Bianca Bono, 12 News.